President Mnangagwa under regional spotlight as Southern Africa pushes for results-oriented leadership. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we examine a developing regional story that has sparked widespread discussion across Southern Africa and placed Zimbabwe firmly at the center of the conversation. President Emmerson Mnangagwa has once again become a key figure in regional political discussions following remarks made by Namibian leadership during high-level engagements involving leaders from across Southern Africa. The message emphasized economic transformation, regional cooperation, accountability, job creation, and the need for governments to deliver meaningful improvements in the lives of ordinary citizens. The remarks quickly attracted attention throughout the region because many observers believe Southern Africa is entering a new era in which citizens are demanding tangible results from their leaders rather than promises alone. Across the region, expectations are rising as people look for stronger economies, improved public services, more employment opportunities, and greater prosperity. Zimbabwe remains one of the most influential nations in Southern Africa, meaning any major regional discussion involving development, governance, and economic progress inevitably draws attention to the country's role and future direction. As a result, comments from regional leaders are often closely scrutinized by Zimbabweans who are eager to understand how broader regional developments may affect their own country's trajectory. At the heart of the message was a call for Southern African nations to continue advancing through stronger cooperation and shared development goals. Leaders were encouraged to focus on expanding economic opportunities, improving infrastructure, attracting investment, supporting industrial growth, and creating better prospects for young people. These priorities resonate strongly with ordinary citizens throughout the region. Many people believe that economic growth should translate directly into better living standards, increased employment opportunities, and improved quality of life. Before we continue, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss important updates and in-depth analysis from Zimbabwe and across Southern Africa. The timing of this discussion has made it particularly significant. Across the region, conversations about national development and future leadership are becoming increasingly prominent. Citizens want to see economies that generate jobs, support businesses, and create sustainable opportunities for future generations. Zimbabwe occupies a unique position within these discussions. The country possesses significant natural resources, a highly educated population, a strategic geographical location, and a rich history. Because of these advantages, Zimbabwe frequently features in debates about regional growth and economic potential. As policymakers and regional leaders continue outlining their visions for the future, many Zimbabweans are asking critical questions. How can the economy be strengthened? What opportunities can be created for young people? How can foreign and domestic investment be increased? What role can regional partnerships play in accelerating development? These questions continue to shape political and economic conversations throughout the country. President Mnangagwa's administration has consistently highlighted economic development as a central objective. Government initiatives have focused on attracting investors, modernizing infrastructure, boosting agricultural productivity, and expanding industrial activity. However, citizens continue to monitor closely whether these policies produce visible improvements in their everyday lives. This is why speeches and statements from regional leaders often attract considerable public interest. Many people want to understand how broader regional priorities could influence Zimbabwe's future economic and political direction. Observers noted that the regional message carried an important reminder. Modern leadership is increasingly being evaluated based on performance and outcomes. Citizens across Southern Africa are looking for measurable progress rather than long-term promises. They want to see development reflected in their communities, workplaces, and daily experiences. Throughout the region, governments face similar challenges. They must strengthen economic growth, create employment, improve infrastructure, support private sector development, and attract investment capital. While each country has its own unique circumstances, many of the broader goals remain shared. This reality highlights the importance of regional cooperation. Through collaborative efforts, neighboring countries can strengthen trade relationships, share expertise, develop joint projects, and create opportunities that benefit millions of people across borders. Zimbabwe's role in these discussions remains particularly significant. Due to its history, economic potential, and strategic importance, developments involving Zimbabwe continue to attract regional and international attention. Many analysts believe that the decisions made by leaders today could have long-lasting consequences for future generations. As a result, discussions surrounding development, leadership, investment, and economic transformation remain at the forefront of public debate. If you're finding this analysis informative, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you comprehensive coverage of important developments from Zimbabwe and the wider Southern African region. One of the most important themes emerging from these discussions is the growing emphasis on youth development. Across Southern Africa, millions of young people are entering the labor market and searching for opportunities to build successful futures. They seek quality education, meaningful employment, entrepreneurship opportunities, and pathways to economic independence. This demographic reality is forcing governments to prioritize economic expansion and job creation more urgently than ever before. Citizens increasingly expect development to be visible and impactful, creating real opportunities within their communities. For Zimbabwe, these issues carry particular significance because of the country's youthful and dynamic population. Young Zimbabweans continue to demonstrate resilience, innovation, and determination despite facing numerous challenges. Many experts argue that unlocking the full potential of the country's youth could become a major driver of future economic growth. Regional leaders are also placing greater emphasis on industrialization. Rather than relying primarily on exporting raw materials, many policymakers believe African countries should invest more heavily in local processing and value addition. Supporters of this strategy argue that it can create jobs, increase national revenues, and strengthen long-term economic competitiveness. As these conversations continue, attention remains focused on Zimbabwe and its leadership. Citizens are eager to see how regional discussions translate into national policies and practical outcomes. Many also hope that stronger cooperation among neighboring countries will contribute to greater prosperity and stability throughout the region. The broader message emerging from these developments is clear. Southern Africa is evolving, and public expectations are evolving with it. Citizens are more informed than ever before and closely follow political speeches, economic policies, and government decisions. In this environment, leaders understand that both their words and actions are subject to intense public scrutiny. Whether viewed as a challenge, a reminder, or a call for greater regional cooperation, the message delivered during these engagements touched on issues that matter deeply to millions of people. Economic growth, employment, investment, development, regional unity, and opportunity remain among the most important concerns for citizens throughout Southern Africa. For many Zimbabweans, the hope is that future developments will lead to stronger economic performance, increased opportunities, and a brighter future for coming generations. As regional meetings continue and new announcements emerge, citizens across Zimbabwe and Southern Africa will be watching closely. The conversations taking place today may help shape the region's future for years to come. One thing remains certain: the debate about Southern Africa's future is far from over. While challenges remain, the region also possesses enormous potential. The choices made by leaders today could play a decisive role in determining the opportunities available tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with friends and family. Your support helps us continue delivering important news, analysis, and updates every day.